This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
The Dallas Cowboys just added exactly what the NFL feared. So we're going to be going through that and 3 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video, and if you want more Dallas Cowboys news content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hitting that red button down below. The first story is that the Dallas Cowboys reportedly host a running back Dalvin Cook for a visit ahead of roster cutdown day. The Dallas Cowboys might be interested in adding some depth to their running back room. Dalvin Cook traveled to Dallas on Monday night to visit with the Cowboys. NFL media reported it's unclear if the Cowboys intend to sign Cook at the conclusion of his visit. The star running back is coming off the worst season of his 7-year career. Cook, who turned 29 in early August, rushed for 214 yards on 3.2 yards per carry and didn't have a touchdown in 15 regular season games with the New York Jets in 2023. As his workload decreased towards the end of the year, Cook requested to be released and was cut ahead of the regular season finale. Cook eventually joined the Baltimore Ravens for the postseason. He rushed for 23 yards on 8 carries in their divisional round win over the Houston Texans, but didn't record a carry in the AFC Championship game loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. While Cook is coming off a lackluster season, there is some reason for optimism that he'll turn things around in 2024. After spending the majority of the 2023 season rehabbing from shoulder surgery, Cook has been able to lift weights again this offseason and feels the best he has in years, according to NFL media. Cook was one of the game's top running backs prior to 2023. He rushed for at least 1,110 yards in each season from 2019 to 2022, posting a 1,173-yard season in 2022. He also had 8 rushing touchdowns that year to go with 39 receptions for 295 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Cowboys didn't make any major running back investments after losing Tony Pollard in free agency this offseason. They brought back another top running back from the late 2010s, former Cowboys star Ezekiel Elliott, on a 1-year deal, and kept a few backups who didn't see the field much for them in 2023. Even though Elliott enjoyed a lot of success during his first tenure in Dallas, the 29-year-old's production has tailed off consistently over the past several years. He rushed for 645 yards on 3.5 yards per carry and 3 touchdowns last season with the New England Patriots, splitting carries with Rodamore Stevenson. Still, Elliott had the most productive 2023 out of all running backs on the Cowboys roster and is listed as a starter on their depth chart. Rico Dowdle, who rushed for 361 yards and 2 touchdowns last year, is also expected to have a role out of the backfield for Dallas. The Cowboys' decision to host Cook fell just hours ahead of the NFL's deadline to cut roster down to 53 players on Tuesday. The second story is that CeeDee Lamb has finally come to an agreement in terms of a multi-year deal with the end holdout over contract. CeeDee Lamb made it clear he wanted to remain with the Dallas Cowboys for a long time to come, and he's getting his wish. Ending his summer holdout, the 2-time All-Pro receiver has agreed to terms on a new multi-year deal that will keep him in North Texas. Only 1 day prior to the team undergoing its first official practice of camp in Frisco, putting him in the same tax bracket as the best receivers in the entire NFL. He is now ready and eager to report to the facility, and with little time to ramp up as the Cowboys prepared to take on the Cleveland Browns in 13 days, the deal has landed at 4 years with max value of $136 million, with a $38 million signing bonus and $100 million guaranteed, per multiple reports that include the NFL.com. The club initially opted to exercise Lamb's 5th-year option for 2024, but will no longer need it. Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill's mega deals landing this summer to serve as a catalyst to propelling Lamb's extension to completion in Dallas. The news comes not long after owner and general manager Jerry Jones made headlines regarding his answer to the question of urgency regarding getting the deal done, and Lamb offering up a high digital laugh in response. Jones then reframed his comments and its prediction from Executive Vice President and Director of Player Personnel Stephen Jones that held the most true in stating that there was always zero thought of Lamb not being a Dallas Cowboy. Following comments by Dak Prescott that told Lamb, "You'll get your money," Micah Parsons offered up a guarantee that the All-Pro wideout would be suiting up for the Dallas Cowboys in Week 1 against the Cleveland Browns. In early April, absent from Dallas Cowboys' voluntary offseason conditioning but still training outside of the building at the time, Lamb made a proclamation, and that now he's officially made good on. Winning. I'm looking forward to winning and being out there with my guys and making another run at this thing, Lamb said. Yeah, I'll be in Dallas. A former 17th overall pick out of Oklahoma in 2020. The Louisiana native turned South Texas resident hit the ground running as a Cowboys rookie and hasn't looked back since. The 25-year-old has delivered 3,396 receiving yards and 20 touchdowns in his 3-year career, while averaging a robust 13.1 yards per reception, adding 2 Pro Bowl honors to his resume in the process to go along with the aforementioned All-Pro nods. The 2022 season was the first that demonstrated the ascension of Lamb to the role of WR1 in Dallas, in the post-Amari Cooper era, as he reeled in career highs in both receiving yards and touchdowns. Lamb being the most explosive offensive playmaker that this season outside the running back Tony Pollard, with the former operating in prime form. The Cowboys offense became number 1 in points per game following the return of Dak Prescott from injury in week 7. The front office then traded for Brandon Cooks in the offseason to follow to tandem with Lamb, and what they hoped would be a resurgent Michael Gallup. Through the latter has since been released, and instead former 3rd round pick Jalen Tolbert being looked upon as a lead horse for the role in 2024. That means the receivers room in Dallas has instantly gotten younger and less proven, with Cooks also entering a contract year, making it much more important to ensure Lamb stays put in the Cowboys uniform. This is especially true when also factoring in how Lamb blew his 2022 campaign out of the water in 2023, setting new career highs in receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, average receiving yards per game, catching percentage, first downs, yards per target, total targets, and total receptions. But wait, there's more. His 10 catches for more than 150 yards in 3 consecutive games set a new NFL record for most receptions and yards ever in a 3-game stretch, while his 13-catch, 227-yard clinic in Week 17 against the Detroit Lions broke a single-game reception and receiving yards record long held by Hall of Fame playmaker and fellow 88 Club resident Michael Irvin. This isn't the talent you allowed to leave the organization, and the Cowboys front office never had any intention of doing so. So before we get into the next story, here's a quick word from our sponsor BetUS from Michael Vick.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
The third story is that the Dallas Cowboys surprisingly cut former $45 million starter weeks after signing. The Dallas Cowboys made a surprising release by cutting veteran pass rusher Carl Lawson. It is a bit a head-turning move given the Cowboys just signed Lawson on August 15, 2024 to add pass rushing depth following Sam Williams' season-ending injury. The Cowboys have released veteran DE Carl Lawson, who joined them late in training camp per sources. ESPN Todd's Archer detailed in an August 27, 2024 message on X. Could potentially return to the practice squad. There was no guarantee of money on a 1-year deal he signed, they said. About 1 hour before the news dropped, Lawson posted a 1-word message on X. Limitless, Lawson noticed on August 27. Lawson signed a 1-year, $1.1 million contract with the Cowboys prior to his release. The pass rusher was previously on a 3-year, $45 million deal with the New York Jets. The defender played in just 6 games for the Jets during the 2023 season, and Lawson started all 17 games for New York in 2022, posting 33 tackles, 24 quarterback hits, and 7 sacks. It remains to be seen if Dallas will attempt to re-sign Lawson to the team's practice squad if the veteran does not land with another franchise. The Cowboys may have already found a potential replacement in former Baltimore Ravens pass rusher Tyus Bowser, in addition to RB Dalvin Cook. The Cowboys are scheduled to meet with DE Tyus Bowser, who played for the Baltimore Ravens, Archer noted in an August 27 message on Twitter. Injuries kept him off the field for most of the last 2 years. In addition to Bowser, Dallas is exploring another potential last-minute move. 4-time Pro Bowl running back Dalvin Cook is also meeting with the Cowboys per NFL Network's team, Tom Pellegrino. The Cowboys might not be done. Sources say 4-time Pro Bowl RB Dalvin Cook is flying to Dallas tonight for a visit. Pellegrino detailed in an August 26 message on Twitter, unlike a year ago where he was rehabbing from shoulder surgery, Cook has hit the weights all offseason and says he feels the best he has in years. As the Cowboys finalized their 53-man roster, the franchise traded tight end Peyton Hendershot to the Kansas City Chiefs. The move allowed Dallas to get something in return for a player who is likely to be released, even if it's a future late-round pick. Trey, the Dallas Cowboys are finalizing a trading sending Peyton Hendershot to the Chiefs, which was posted later on Twitter. On top of this, defensive tackle Linval Joseph explains why he joined the Dallas Cowboys in the first place. Linval Joseph was one of the later additions to the Dallas Cowboys roster, joining the team on August 21. But the former Pro Bowl defensive tackle could play an important role in the middle. Joseph explained how his time in Dallas has been after Cowboys Night, a two-day event that celebrates the start of the NFL season, where fans can watch the team practices at the Star in Frisco after enjoying festivities of Tostitos Championship Plaza. So far, so good. Beautiful facility, great teammates, great coaches. I'm glad to get out there, said Joseph. Cowboys defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer coached Joseph for 6 years, while Zimmer was head coach for the Minnesota Vikings. Joseph made back-to-back Pro Bowls with the Vikings beginning in 2016 and said his relationship with his former head coach played a role in him coming to Dallas. So thank you again, BetUS, for sponsoring today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.